Hello everyone, I'm Kat with Kat's Semi-Sustainable Life. I am somewhat of a prepper in the past, not a big one, just for minor things like, oh, loss of jobs, that kind of thing, not 25 years of food stores or anything like that. I have been doing this for a while since I was, gosh, I don't know, maybe since about 2007 ish, somewhere in there, maybe even sooner or later, earlier than that. My dad grew up in the Depression, so he was always, sorry about the jiggles, I cannot get the cats to stay away. I'm a cat herder. That's the animals I have. I'm a cat herder. That's why I'm only semi sustainable because they're worthless. The cats are worthless. But, and they don't help me at all. They just get in the way. Anyway, um, so yeah, my dad grew up in the Depression, or he was an adult in the Depression, and so he told me stories about how him and his first wife had to share a donut in a day's time. Nobody wants just to eat half a donut in a day. I'm sure him being the gentleman he probably was, he probably gave her a little bit more than half. He only got a sixth grade education. I have a bachelor in science of nursing, so I'm a nurse, a nighttime nurse. So I'm not going to quit my night job, but right now I'm out for COVID. So this is more of a get to know me in this kind of realm. I have a pottery channel as well, and I'm pulling all my other sustainable stuff over to this channel and leaving the other one directly for pottery. Um, anyway, I am going to be getting ready. Oh, good grief. Sorry about that, y'all. I am going to be getting ready for a big garden. And so it's been a couple of years since I've had a nice, good sized garden. And this is going to be another good year, I can bet. I hope, anyway. Um, I've had some really great harvests in the past, and I've had some terrible ones. When I first started my garden, I think it was 2007. I had very arid soil. I tried to supplement it. It didn't matter how much compost and just everything I put in it, it just didn't matter. I had a few squiggly little plants, and my neighbors called it the Victory Garden. I was odd in the neighborhood, in our little community out there. And I think I probably was about the only one with vegetables. And so they would walk around my little circle just looking, going, oh, wow, okay, here's that weirdo growing vegetables. Um, and so at that point, it was so abysmal that it became a quest for me. I kept getting more and more into the tomato community, um, becoming a member of Tomatoville. Now I'm a member of Tomato Junction and can't get back into Tomatoville because some odd things going on there. I don't know. But I've been a member of some um, seed swaps. Tomato seeds. I have tomato seeds from all the way back from 2007, maybe 2005 in some of my swaps. I have over 150 different varieties of packages. These are some that I'm going to be planting, like in this bag. It's been a few years, so the computer that I had put my database in has conked out, and I can't figure out how to get the past stuff to my new one. Um, my new computer I'm kind of excited about. Um, Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to be planting a million seeds, and some are not going to come up, some are going to come up. My next video, I'll be showing how I do my planting method. I have a little heat mat here, waterproof. I've got peppers in one of these, and I've got tomatoes in another. Then I'll be putting like basil and all that stuff. Is just in a few more weeks I'll have everything put up, or planted in anyway, I should say. Um, I also am pretty proficient in canning. Um, I have dehydrator. It's just a little Nesco, but I found it served me well. I have been craving to get a freeze dryer, but I don't even have a vacuum sealer yet, so that's on the list of things to get. I've been doing so much pottery lately that all my funds have been going into pottery, but I'm hoping with all this that I'll eventually end up with a freeze dryer, maybe in another year or two. I think that would probably be about the best way to go. Anyway, so here's the introduction. I've dabbled in a lot of things to help me become more sustainable. I can take a fleece. I can't shear the sheep, but I have friends that do shear sheep, so I'm safe there. I can take a fleece. I can dye the wool, wash it, dye it, spin it, weave it. I can knit some. I'm not a fast knitter, but working on this right now in just some acrylic yarn. I'm going to be using, and I know that I'm going to shock some people, a form of the Midlighter, I know I'm mispronouncing that horribly, gardening system, because I haven't had much time or energy or anything like that to prepare the gardens fully. And I'm going to expand. And I should add, like I said, I am in the middle of town. I am in between two very rich subdivisions. We're kind of like the redheaded stepchildren in the middle. But where they have tiny little yards, and I should add I'm also renting, so let's just carry that on. But the landlord's really good to me, and he loves seeing us put in gardens and fruit trees and things like that. I have a couple pear trees, one tiny little a tiny little apple tree that's just not made it, and it's been in the ground for years. I'm going to be putting vegetables all over the place. I'm going to be putting them, we don't have an HOA here, so thank goodness. And I have an 1.25 acres. Up till now, I've kept it, when I have had a garden, into the backyard. I've had some really, really good harvests, but like I said, last couple of years, haven't been able to, between just family tragedies, COVID, I'm a nurse, and shoulder injuries because I'm a nurse, and so that killed out last year. And this year I am bound and determined that I'm going to get my garden in. We're going to have some decent produce. There's only 2 of us here, but my kids tend to raid me, and so they call it their normal shopping is to go out in the backyard when I have a garden going and just take a plastic bag out there and just, hey, it's free shopping for me. Anyway, if y'all have any questions, I would appreciate any subscriptions. Like I said, this isn't something totally new to me. I've been doing it a long time. Haven't put it on YouTube. Thought about doing it this year and decided that, you know, like I said, pull out the pottery, put it in the one channel, and then carry everything over here. I have my soap maker as well. I don't know. I mean, I can do quite a few things. Not a master at any, but I do know how to do quite a few things. And that's my story. And I really appreciate you watching, and hopefully you're going to see a lot more, and I will not be so stocked up because I am recovering from COVID too. And so here I am, and this is my channel.